Okay, let me tell you about the X35 range extender. Few observations. I just got it. Well, I got it a week or so ago. This is what it looks like. This is the Orbea Gain M30, the carbon with a 105 group set. Um, and the X35 is sitting where one of the bottle holders was. So why did I get it? I ride with some fast guys. I was anxious about how much battery or distance or hours I would have if I had to ride in the highest mode, mode 3. And I thought, well, I don't want to worry about it. It looks like today I rode 35 miles. I thought I had the range extender on, but I didn't. And I rode hard into the wind, averaging about 18 miles an hour. And it looked like without the use of the extender, I was going to get about 55, 56 miles riding into the wind at mode 3. Because when I got halfway down in the ride, 17 and a half miles, we stopped. And I noticed I didn't have the range extender on. What you do when you ride is you turn it on by the range extender. If you push this button here, that will not only turn the range extender on, it activates the battery in the bike itself. And that's the way they say to use it if you're going to use it. As you ride, this battery charges the battery within the bike, which it looks like will give you close to 100 miles, a little over it says, in battery life, riding time. What I did today is I rode hard for 17 and a half miles, took a break, didn't have the battery on, and my indicator on the top bar was already showing, that I'd used 50% of the battery or 25% of the battery. And I thought, well, that's odd. So I looked down, didn't have the extender on. It said at that time I'd gone 17, that I had 30 miles left. And I thought, this is not too good. Then I looked down and saw that the extender was not on. I cut the bike off. You need to cut the bike completely off on that top red blinking, where that top red blinking light is. Cut it off, and then cut it off on the top of the range extender where you see the white light. And I checked with my e-bike motion app, and I had 88 miles left once I activated both batteries. So that was pretty cool. I'd gone 17 and a half hard into the wind on mode 3. I will say this, into the wind riding hard for me, mode 3 is too much assist. I didn't get much out of the ride. It was okay, but I didn't work hard enough. The only reason I did it is I was with the strongest and fastest guy in the group. It was just he and I didn't want to follow him for 35 miles. So I figured if I rode into the now riding into the wind and hard, I did get a good workout. But coming back, I pulled into the wind because I got a motor, and he pulled most of the way back. And I was just riding in the mode 3 just to see the battery life. I was doing a little experimenting. But if you want to ride with a bunch of fast guys, 60 miles and 70 miles, and ride hard with mode 3, this extender is going to do that. If you want to get the bike, you are definitely going to ride more miles. And when you start getting up around 60 miles or ride hard, you're going to get a little battery anxiety. Even though you can get on this bike at 30 pounds, it's okay. By the way, with that battery on there, my little bag and my bottle and my lights when I put them on, and my computer, that bike weighs right at 33 pounds. That black battery you see in the bottle holder weighs 3.6 pounds. So you're right at 33 pounds with your normal gear on a bike. But I love the bike. Glad I bought the battery. If you're going to get the bike, you're going to ride more. might as well go ahead and get the battery. Be nice one day when all of it's in that down tube. But that being said, really and truly, as it turned out, I didn't need the battery today. I had it and I'm using it and wanted to test it. Wanted to give y'all a review and give y'all some answers to some questions that y'all may have. But I will be riding more than 60 miles this summer, so that's why I got it. I do ride with fast riders and I hate for them pulling me all the time, so now I can pull some. And sometimes when I just want to get out and ride and it's not about the physical exertion or how much I work, it's pretty cool. I like it. Got any questions, put them down below in the YouTube channel and I'll answer whatever I can answer. But I bought this and ordered it from Mike's Bikes. Got here in about 10 days. Had some issues with it. They've been very helpful. Have solved those issues for the most part. But it's a good bike without the battery. It rides good. I mentioned earlier that you get out and the battery runs out. You know, you're gonna be able to pedal it on in. It's not a big deal. It's a 30-pound bike, or 29 and a half without that X35 extender, 33 or so with it. You can still pedal on in. So I love it. Get you one. See ya. Have a good ride.